God will heal whatever we give him, but we have to give it to him. Today our Lord is speaking to us in a living word, and he's saying, are you willing? Are you willing to find these pieces of your life? Are you willing to allow the grace of God to come forward? Will you touch them with my grace? Will you bring them to me? Will you allow me to put myself into them and set you free from them? And a funny thing, last week our Lord left Capernaum. He couldn't stay there. He spent all night tossing and turning, and then in prayer, and he comes and finally says, I've got to go out. Well, you know, if you're going to go spread the word, if you're going to go into the world and announce that you're a Christian, this is why this is the next gospel. You've got to be willing to meet the lepers. You can't just spread the word to the good guys. I'm going to spread the word and be a good Catholic whenever I'm around them. I'm going to spread the word and be a good person when everybody's looking. I'm going to be a good person of character, and I'm going to stick by the gospel and not be ashamed of the gospel as long as I'm around other people who have already gotten the gospel. Well, if you're willing to touch that inner part of yourself where you are broken, where you're willing to go into parts of your life where the Lord still needs to heal, if you're willing to touch those as our Lord touched the leper today, as Damien did in his day, then you're able to begin to broadcast this good news to everyone, because I guarantee anyone who is serious about bringing Jesus to others inevitably will be called to bring Jesus to someone who doesn't know him. The person at work that constantly pesters you about why you're a Catholic secretly wants to know what the church believes. The people who don't believe the pro-life stance are listening to hear a good reason for it. You will be brought into situations where you will be the gospel. And you will have to proclaim it. And then, of course, you will change places with the leper. It's just the way it happens. If I look at my own sin, that I so often want to hide even from God, my own reluctance or my laziness, what I've done or what I haven't done, and past or present, and with a belief in God's mercy, humbly come before him and hand it to him, I guarantee you I will look differently upon others whose sin I recognize. If I look at my own life and see in it the things that are broken, and honestly bring them to the Lord who heals the broken things or allows me to grow in the midst of them, I guarantee you I will look differently on the other broken people I encounter. I will think differently of the bully who bullies me. If I see my own angers, I will wonder what is going on in his or her home that makes them so angry and so sad. I will look differently upon the spouse that communicates, it seems to me, affection so little. When I look at my own reluctance sometimes to say out loud my broken dreams or my hopes that aren't realized, we will switch places. And we will become a bigger and a greater, a fruitful people. Our Lord found a leper at his feet, and he did something instinctively. He reached out and touched him, and in so doing became one with him. And the health of the Messiah, the incarnate Son of God, flowed from that touch into a body broken and wounded and diseased. He was made whole by that touch. So it will be with us. For anyone here who is willing, no matter what their age, today, right now, this very second, even while I am speaking, to say to our Lord, Lord, that abortion I had, I offer it to you. That affair, Lord, I'm ashamed of it. It's my leprosy. I give it to you. The one my spouse had, I forgive it. The mother that never mothered me, I forgive it. The drink that debilitates me, I forgive it. The self-hatred I have that I've been taught and I've accepted, I give it to you. The littleness I have when you tell me I'm very, very big and very important, it's yours right now, this second, in this building, at this Mass, and I won't pick it up again. And you will find the infusion of grace like you can't believe. Lord, if you will to heal us, we will be healed. I do will it, he says, to anyone here depressed and broken, lost and alone, who thinks you have to make it on your own and be your own person, I do will it. Be made whole. And this time he says, and now, go forth and heal others too. May Jesus be praised forever.
Amen.